And hello again, Shima girls. Well, as you can see, we're going to discuss some more tips on relaxing our hair properly because learning how to relax our hair properly is a very, very big deal because, just one setback and, it sets us back plenty of months or even years depending on how severe, the relaxer process went. So I'm going to, give you ladies 5 extra tips here so you can have a successful, relaxer day. And also, these 5 tips can also serve as a refresher course because we've also discussed it in my prior videos, and I've also shown you how to do it in my prior videos. Okay, Shima girls. So first things first, we need to learn how to prep our hair right. Okay, even before we begin the relaxer process, we need to make sure that our hair is in excellent shape, ladies. Don't just slap a relaxer on trying to, camouflage, hair that's already breaking, shedding, or even possibly falling off, or just simply because you want straighter hair. I've also mentioned how some ladies like to, relax their hair once every 2 weeks. That close together is dangerous for our hair, dangerous. And it's the cause of why, some ladies out there, have no hair, because they forget that that's a chemical process. It's not a solution. Okay, never relax your hair, to quote unquote fix a hair problem. Don't make the relaxer be the solution, to a hair problem. You fix the hair problem first, okay? Don't before you apply any chemical to your hair, okay? So whatever it is that you're, experiencing, if it's hair breakage, find what it is that's causing that hair breakage. Maybe you need to change products, okay? Or even the way you wash your hair or comb your hair, you know. Just reevaluate your entire hair care techniques, ladies. Okay, so now let's look at Shima hair tip number 2, which is protect your scalp. It's extremely important that you apply something to your scalp area, which is basically our skin, ladies. When we're applying the chemical relaxer on our hair. Okay, it's extremely important we protect those areas. You saw how I protected, my scalp area with the Vaseline. I showed you how to part your hair, and apply the Vaseline on the scalp area. Okay, I applied it behind the ears and the nape area and anywhere, skin is exposed. Okay, we got to take every measure possible to protect our hair and our scalp from the chemical relaxer, ladies. If you don't have Vaseline, maybe some olive oil, some castor oil, a thick conditioner, and even grease, which is, like I always explain, just another byproduct of petroleum. And remember that petroleum basically blocks out moisture and it creates a barrier. So in this situation, we're creating a barrier against the harmful effects of the chemical relaxer. Okay, so try to, when we're applying these Vaselines and also the balm that may come with the relaxer, not all relaxer kits have their own, balm, but if they do apply the balm, it's there for a reason. With that said, Shima girls, let's look at Shima hair tip number 3. Avoid applying Vaseline or balm on your new growth. Now, I know that can be kind of hard, when you're applying it on your scalp area and your new growth is, actually right there. Don't worry about slightly overlapping, but don't overlap onto the new growth. Try to, concentrate specifically just on the scalp area where the skin is. Okay, now you're always going to touch a bit of the new growth. Don't worry. The goal is not to basically don't apply the Vaseline or the balm all onto your new growth, because remember, the petroleum is going to be a barrier against the relaxer. You want the relaxer to penetrate the new growth because that's what you're relaxing, correct? So try to avoid as much as you can applying the Vaseline or the olive oil, the castor oil, or whatever method you're using to, to protect your scalp area. Try to keep it away from your new growth. Okay, because if that happens, what's going to happen is that when you apply the relaxer, there's a barrier there, and that's gonna lead to underprocessed hair, because the relaxer has to penetrate through the layers, that you have put on with the Vaseline and or the balm. Okay, so in other words, if you want a straighter turnout, just be sure that you do not coat your new growth. Okay, only try to coat just the scalp area. Okay, always try your best to coat the scalp area. Again, don't feel frustrated if you know the Vaseline touches a bit of the new growth, but just be sure that you concentrate the bulk of the Vaseline, the castor oil, the grease onto your scalp. The ears and the other sensitive areas. Okay, all right, good. And also, Shima girls, another very, very important Shima hair tip that needs to be mentioned is to have all of your materials ready on hair relaxer day. You know, it is fascinating how many ladies out there are simply not ready to relax their hair because they're missing a couple of items. You know, even the designated place where they're going to relax their hair, it has not been even chosen yet. They don't even know where they're going to relax their hair, if it's at their mom's house, or if it's at the salon or wherever. All of these things need to be, um taken care of ahead of time so you can have a flawless hair relaxer day, and try to make it as flawless as possible, because you're dealing, again, ladies, I cannot reiterate it enough, you're dealing with a chemical. These chemicals, is the cause of why some of our black women have no hair at all right. Just simple steps that are not taken is the cause of why our hair falls off with these chemical relaxers. But make sure you have all of your materials ready. Okay, on the tutorial you saw that I had all of my materials ready. I was prepared. Okay, from my conditioning caps to the Vaseline to the combs, and my Shima oils, my Shima hairline cream, my Shima hair repair shampoo, everything I needed, and my Shima hair repair leave-in conditioner. Okay, and the relaxer kit itself. All right. So not only are you going to use everything, that the relaxer kit tells you to use, you also need these extra things to really have the best results possible, ladies. Okay. And also the techniques. Okay. So be sure, ladies, just go back to my relaxer tutorial so you'll know exactly how to, relax the new growth area correctly. Okay. And using the right products correctly. And that brings us to Shima here. Tip number 5. In order to do a chemical relaxer correctly, we must perform a strand test first, ladies. Okay? Please do not forget the strand test. Something, even if you are an experienced Shima girl regarding relaxing your hair, always perform a strand test. Because we never know, how some companies, they may change the formula, or maybe you bought a new formula, they just change just a little something, and that little something, is what causes your hair to be under processed or over processed. So, take your time, perform the strand test. Just an extra 10 or 15 minutes you spend performing the strand test, can save you anywhere from 5 to 6 months of some serious headache, of under processed or over processed hair, or hair that just completely fell out. Okay, so please, I cannot reiterate this enough as well. Perform a strand test. Don't just slap the relaxer on all of your hair thinking everything is going to go smoothly, you know. Okay, especially if you're a newbie, you definitely need to perform a strand test, then. Okay, or, it's a completely brand new relaxer kit. All right. Also, if you are unsure of how to relax your hair, always go to someone that knows what they're doing. Doesn't necessarily have to be a salon, but at least someone that knows exactly what they're doing. Okay.